And there you have it. There's your latest space weather right there. That's Tamitha. And we really appreciate all of her. Oh my gosh, she does a fantastic job on doing that with radio propagation. And for us amateur radio operators, especially operating on the HF stuff, that is what it's all about. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. I'm Roland, KC6JPG, located here, Rancho Cucamonga, California. Welcome to our Weekly Net. The Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net is a series of repeaters making it possible. Well, the series of repeaters making it possible for you, our amateur television, YouTube, Facebook superstars that you are, to make video communications with one another within our network coverage area. Yes, YouTube superstars. That's what you are right now, because we're live on YouTube. YouTube.com/amateur television network. And we definitely appreciate all of our viewership. We just hit the 800 mark, team. So, yahoo! So you got it. Keep it rolling. Keep it coming. Keep everyone going. Ding that bell. Subscribe to us right now. Let's get to that 900 very quickly, because I got a feeling we're going to get to 1,000 pretty quick. We're getting very popular. I love it. YouTube.com/amateur television network. All right. And of course, we're live on Facebook for the fourth week in a row now. So Facebook.com/amateur television network. And that viewership is growing. We went from like 22 people from our first time. Now we're up to 40. So that's terrific. And they're migrating over to YouTube. You got it. Facebook.com/amateur television network. Very good. And of course, if you want to get involved in amateur television, but I'm just like, how do I get involved? I don't have any radio equipment. I don't have a repeater that I could connect to. Well, that's no problem. That's where our Whereby system comes in. Whereby.com/ATN1. And I'm going to tell you, team, we not only that we have a fantastic group on the RF side of things, but we definitely have a really cool group on our Whereby. And there they are right there. There's our Whereby group. We love them all the time. You got that right. And they are just beautiful, aren't they? You certainly are. They're a fantastic group. We have a lot of fun. And, of course, we have our ATN Afternet, known as the Whereby Roundtable, or the ATN Roundtable, and that will happen immediately following our formal portion of our net. Around 9 o'clock p.m. Pacific Daylight Time is usually approximate. You got it. And you know what that means for the East Coast people? That's the stroke of midnight. The witching hour. It happens. You got it. All right. DMR radio, of course, that's a hot topic. And of course, DMR, you got it. Of course, you can connect with us on 3196 on the Brandmeister network, 224 on the TGIF network. And we love the challenge of getting on DMR. And of course, for the folks that are getting their hotspots or they're close to a DMR repeater, hey, come in and join the party, because it's like it's like a cool group. It's the secret group of the ATN, ATV people. So yeah, just get one of those, just get any radio that's DMR and it's tier 2, and just program 3196 on Brandmeister or 224 on TGIF, and we'll love to communicate with you. You got it. For more information about the Amateur Television Network and about amateur television in general, you can go to our website, www.atn-tv.com. And you'll get lots and lots of information on how to get started, how to get a station, a receiving station and a transmit station packaged up. You get all of if you want to go on digital, even better. So all of the codes, all of the PIDs, all of the settings are right there on our website, atn-tv.com. All right, this portion of this net is a directed net. Transmissions may be made after acknowledgement by net control, and a clear frequency is always appreciated. All right, we're going to get things started, and we're going to Rancho Cucamonga, and that's where our buddy Tom is at, the president of the Amateur Television Network, WB6HYH KC6JPG. Tom, good evening. Okay. Well, I got a feeling Tom is going to be showing up in a moment. Tom, the foot pedal's on the right for ATV. There you go. Okay, see, he got the right foot pedal. Now we'll rewind. Okay, now we set things off and we're going to Rancho Cucamonga. We're going to go to Tom, the president of the Amateur Television Network, WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Tom, good evening.
Hi, Roland, and everybody on the net. I turned it on, but it didn't come on for some reason, and now it is. So I guess we're good to go. Just want to say hi to everybody out there, and as far as any new news, or no news is good news, I guess, or something like that. Don't have too much more right now, but I'm going to be getting some stuff going here pretty soon. So just been super busy with, I can't believe how fast these nets are coming around. Tuesday evening seems to come around every other day. I think I said that last week, but yeah, I want to get things going here. Got some ideas of some activities to start having, and try to get more involvement. I did get an email this last week from a fellow ham out in Santa Clarita, and I believe his name's Joe, and I sent that on to Mike to give him some information on how he can get on the air. He's interested in doing that, and he said he might show up tonight on Whereby, so we'll see what happens there. Didn't get a chance to turn that on just yet, so if he's out there, hi Joe, welcome. If not, hopefully he'll be on soon. So anyways, yeah, we're slowly growing, and hopefully slowly going to be getting some more things of interest going here, and we'll see how everything goes. I'm going to save that for later. Anyways, Roland, back to you. This is WB6HYH, Rancho Cucamonga.
WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Tom. Thank you very much for chiming in, and we're looking forward to getting together and doing some events and all things. Hey, let's just have a 905 party, or just have a field, like a little mini ATV field day or something like that. That'd be fun. It's just mainly just getting people together. That's what it's all about. So, all right, Tom. Thank you very much for chiming in, and I'm glad that we were able to get on the air. That is awesome. You're sounding great. Microphone was a little on the hot side, so you might want to just, pot down the audio just a little bit. But other than that, you were perfect. So thank you very much. All right, we're going to go to Job's Peak this time, and I'm going to do this and see if our buddy Mike is out there. WA6SVT, KC6JPG. Mike, you out there tonight? Okay, Mike's probably having dinner with his family or something like that. So, okay, we'll be waiting and standing by. If he pops up, we'll pop him right in. Sounds great. All right. Any station on the RF side to have any bulletins or announcements pertaining to your stations, come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. All right. Well, the only news that I need to share is, and of course, Lee will probably chime in on this, for the Arizona. The ATN Arizona chapter meeting is coming up on March 30th, and it's going to be at the DeVry University during their swap meet, and it's going to be at 1 o'clock p.m. And so all will come one, come all. It'll be on Whereby. So definitely like to have them visit. Unfortunately, I won't be there. I've just been scheduled to, serve a church. So, but I will try to, get there, chime in before I have to, start rehearsal. So that'd be cool. All right. Well, very good. Well, let's go ahead and let's continue with check-ins. And let's go ahead and start with Southern California. We're going to go to Mount Wilson. Mount Wilson check-ins. Let's check in Ron. KD6NIZ, KC6JPG. Ron, come on in, my friend.
This is KD6NIZ. Not much going on over here. It's been a good day. Beautiful day. I had the gardener over here on the weekend last and heavy cleanup, and I got my chipper shredder running. We got it going, got things cleaned up there, and my mulch pile started again. And so that's about it really here. Not much else going on. Just kind of every day's the same. Back to you.
KD6NIZ, KC6JPG. Well, very good, my friend. Thank you very much for chiming in. And it's been a beautiful day today. Yeah, we've been kind of, scurvying around these storms and getting, rain, especially where you're located, right by the mountains. And, of course, here in Rancho Cucamonga, and I know that our buddy... our buddy Gary, AA6GJ, has been experiencing it as I have. We're definitely been enjoying the show. Thunder, lightning, and hail. You got it. Oh, my. Oh, very good. All right. Thank you very much, Ron, for checking in. Any other station on Mount Wilson that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network, come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control.
Well, I never know which one I'm coming in.
WA6EJO, KC6JPG. Well, Steve, I'll tell you, the QRM really took you out. How about trying it again? Because you came in perfect, and as you were starting, all of a sudden that QRM came back. Ooh, so come back. KC6JPG, Net Control.
Here's what I'm seeing on 4 bands. So, what can I say?
It's a pretty cool setup there, Steve. Got 4 monitors and everything happening. So that looks great. So, very good, my friend. All right, got you checked in. Excellent. All right, anyone else on Mount Wilson? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, we got to activate Snow Peak. Here we go. May the force be with me. Exactly. All right, let's try Snow Peak, and let's check in Earl, KJ6DQR, and Julie, KJ6FYY, Cathedral City. Stand by, Keith. You're next. Sounds good. All right. We're going to Yucca Valley this time, and we're going to go to Keith, N6GKB. Keith, good evening, my friend. How's it going?
Oh, going good. I'm on here playing with Sebastian here. He's all waving at me and smiling and dancing and hey, that's a kid. That right there, he's a happy kid. Anyhow. Oh yeah, it's today the first day of spring. I think it is. Also, yes, and my weeds are loving it. They're getting as tall as me, if not taller. I'm gonna have to hire a what do you call those guys that work in the forest? Because I can't. If I find somebody just to do my weeds, a yard cleaner, he'd probably look at him and go, "Oh, you need something bigger and better." Anyhow, so if I find a gardener, he'd probably just look at me and go, laugh and go, "You better find somebody that does trees." Hey, dude.
Chainsaw, you were looking for that word.
No, that's the woodsman or whatever they call them. So the guys that do the chainsaws.
Oh,
Anyhow, I need those guys that work in the forest cutting down trees and stuff because
A
these.
lumberjack.
There you go, a lumberjack at least.
No,
No,
because
oh,
I've
okay.
been with a sawyer.
Oh yeah, that's just
And
my
I am a
weeds are so
certified
big.
sawyer for the U.S. Forest Service.
I'm just getting a little ridiculous here, of course, but my weeds, they're bigger than my thumb at the base or even bigger. And I went out there and started pulling them because the ground was wet. They come up with a whole big ball of weeds. Thank goodness they're easy to pull up, but it's just the idea. They're 4 feet, 4 to 5 feet tall. They're coming up to here on me. And I'm like, front yard looks good because they got it weeded ahead of time when they were only like a foot tall or less. But the backyard, don't go back there. No, don't go back there. You won't. I have to send search and rescue for you. Anyhow, other than that, we're having fun on HF Radio. 40, 20 meters, 10. Guy, it's just, the bands are great. Uh, what, Scove, whatever she said, all that solar stuff. Yeah, must be doing good for us because it's amazing compared to a year ago. Loving it. I'm looking right now at my spectroscope and it's just got spikes all over the place. Being talking and I cruised through there and checked in about 3 or 4 nets a little while ago. Anyhow, other than that, we're having a good time. Everybody on the screen here looks good. I will back out and minimize so that one of the guys on the sidebar can get in here. We got a full gang here, 12 people. So yeah, I'll back down now that I've done my check-in. You all have a great day. Bye, Sebastian. Bye, guy. Bye, little guy.
I love this. I love this. I love this. Our group is growing, and Sebastian's is definitely in training. N6GKB, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Keith. Thank you very much for chiming in. Really appreciate it. Definitely representative of Snow Peak there. All right. Any other stations from Snow Peak that'd like to check in with the amateur television networks of the Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, we go to Oat Mountain, and let's check in Allen, W6IST, Porter Ranch.
Hey, good evening, Roland and Annette. Things was a beautiful day here at Porter Ranch today. My signal's pretty good. Boy, conditions are good tonight. I hope they last. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good week. Nothing much new here. Just glad to see some real nice weather. Temperature was probably about 78, 79 degrees here at Porter Ranch, and it was a very nice day. Back to Net Control 73, everyone. Have a good week. This is W6IST.
W6IST, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Alan. Your picture's great. I'm not worried about the QRM. No, after that QRM, man, I'll tell you, your picture looked great. Your audio is terrific. So great job, my friend. Great to hear from you. Thank you very much for checking in. Okay, Simi Valley. Let's check in Bob. W6KGE. Bob, you out there tonight? Anyone else on Oat Mountain? I'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Networks, the Weekly Net. Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, we go to the hub of the Amateur Television Network systems, and that is Santiago Peak. And let's check in. Gordo V is available. WB6, NOA, KC6JPG. Gordo.
And a very good evening to all of the Amateur Television Network. Gordo here, WB6NOA. There we go. Hi to the Whereby gang. Always great to see you as well. I stick around and I watch you all in the background. All is well here. We're getting ready for this weekend's, it's called Baker to Vegas. It's a police officers, peace officers, and other sworn officers running from Baker, like in the middle of nowhere, to Las Vegas. And it's a terrific fundraising, and it's a great race for all. So ham radio operators are taking part there. I don't know if we're doing ATV this year, but I sure encouraged it. And the new extra class book will be out in June. I'm very happy to say it's got several mentions of what you have sent in for good extra class Q&As for the new pool that begins June 1st. And Amateur Television Network, thanks to Mike and Roland, will be certainly mentioned. Everybody have a good week, and good to see you. And Roland, thanks for rolling the show with us. The gang, WB6NOA, monitoring. Here's Susie. There she is.
WB6NOA and the gang, KC6JPG. Very good, Gordo. And I did serve on the Baker to Vegas for Fontana, and a long time ago. That had to be, 1996, I believe it was. We were just getting APRS happening. And let me tell you, a lot of fun. You know, sometimes those days can be long, but you know what? It's so worth it. Because you're watching our law enforcement, our fire, fire protection, and all of our special agents out there, not just running from the outskirts of Death Valley into Pahrump and down into Mountain Center and then into Vegas. But I'll tell you, it's definitely raising great causes, great charity events, great charitable contributions to those that have been participating with the Baker to Vegas relay race. So it's an absolute hoot, an absolute great time, camaraderie and togetherness. And yes, amateur television should play a big part, if not amateur television via the mesh. So very good, Gordo. Thank you very much. Oh, and thank you very much for the mention about the new extra class pool. And we had a lot of, Mike and I and the gang had a lot of fun putting together the what we call the updated questions for our digital modes, and of course our digital modes is starting to take off, and we're going to place that big order for getting our repeaters into digital, so on digital outputs. So we're looking forward to that. And Susie, you're looking terrific. So thank you very much for checking in, and you are rock stars. Excellent. We're going to Riverside, and that's where our buddy Norm is at. KD6 OMV. Norm?
Good evening, this is Norm, KD6OMV over in Riverside. Yeah, it was a really great day today. Nice weather. Finally got a chance to dry out over here a little bit. Everything was pretty soggy. Yeah, as far as Baker to Vegas, I know my brother KE6BXT and I, Don, we did Baker to Vegas for a number of years and did ATV out there. And so anyway, we've kind of slowed down since then. We're not going out there like we used to. We used to go out the night before and then sleep over in a tent and then get up the next morning and set up everything for the event. And we did that for several years. And that was pretty interesting, along with doing the Rose Parade too. We did the Rose Parade for a number of years. So, well, anyhow, not much to add. So I'll turn it back to Roland. This is Norm. Hi, guys. Over here in Riverside, California. See you again next week. Have a great week.
KD6OMV, KC6JPG. Very good, Norm. Thank you very, very much for checking in with us, and thank you very much for your service, serving on Baker to Vegas with you and your brother. That's awesome with you two. I know that KE6, EXT, your brother Don has been very, very involved as well as you, and we definitely appreciate all of the efforts that you have done with amateur television, because the visual sense out there on the course played big dividends out there. So we definitely appreciate all your years of service with the Baker to Vegas run. So appreciate it very much. All right, we are going to Running Springs, and that is where our buddy Gary is at. W6KVC, KC6JPG, and I think he's been having a lot of fun with that new piece of equipment he has. Gary, right to you, my friend.
Yeah, good evening, Roland and Annette, W6KVC. Yeah, I'm playing with my new toys and whatever, so and there we go. Yeah, I've done ATV for the Rose Parade quite a few years. I had a portable setup, would do the front line, or even did the back line and whatever. So up on the roofs there to up and down the street. So it was kind of neat. Also did amateur television, set up a system from the start line there at Baker, 2 gigs up to I can't remember the name of the mountain right now, and then over to Potosi and then down to Vegas. Everything used to work quite well until they decided to build a hotel in front of the Hilton or whatever, where our command center was. And that kind of made a dent, on trying to get a signal from Potosi. Low Potosi is where we set up the relay station over to Vegas there. But yeah, I did start line ATV all the way through to Vegas. Worked quite well, so I don't know what they're doing there. I haven't done Baker to Vegas in quite a few years. I'm no longer involved with ECS, which was that even did rode in the tag-along vans and whatever, so did all that. Still getting over some surgeries today and whatever. I've got some melanomas. They took one off my wrist here about the size of a quarter, and a couple others and whatever, so I may have to go back and have some more whacked off and see if they get it all, I hope. And she froze a couple of spots, so going through that deal, this old age stuff. But yeah, I got a little bit of skin cancer, I guess, so see what because I'm an outdoorsman, so too much sun. Yeah, I'm having fun with my new toy. Besides, it's too cold out in the ham shack. It's warmer here in my kitchen. So, anyway, with these, PTZ cameras, they're going to be a lot of fun to play with. So we'll have them there for the Microwave Society. There's that one. Here's the one right here beside me. And then, of course, my regular camera over there, somebody has to operate that one, but then of course my switcher that I got, I have to get my remote and move it. So let's see. Oops. And I have to zoom out a little bit here so you can see my new switcher I got along with it. So
You are definitely having fun, Gary. I'll tell you that right now.
we just got to get the overlays and my call signs and all the logos, into the downstream and upstream. So there's a USB port on the side to do all that. But I'll get you to help me on that little project later.
Sounds good, Gary. You got it.
Okay. So back to you, W6KVC.
W6KVC, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Gary. Thank you very much for the wonderful demonstration on the new piece of equipment there, that new switcher, and of course your new cameras too. So it's going to make things a lot easier in regards to setting up shots and, basically just, once the cameras are up, you just pick your preset and there you go. People will be all framed up. That's awesome. Great job, my friend. Thank you so much. All right, going back to Rancho Cucamonga. And that's where our buddy Gary is at. AA6GJ, KC6JPG. Gary, great to see you tonight.
Well, we'll do our little dance back and forth. Anyway, good to see everybody tonight, and good to see Gordo, and glad everything's working here, finally. And not a whole lot going on here. Debbie's in on a Zoom net, working with a young. She's involved with that. And I've been working on my job, so been busy all day to record and some audio. So, and it's good to see everybody. And I'm sorry to hear that Gary's going through that operation through his arm. That's no fun. Anyway, good to see everybody. Talk to you soon, and back to you, Roland, KC6JPG. This is AA6GJ.
AA6GJ, KC6JPG. Oh boy, I kept tripped up when I hear my own voice. Yikes! AA6GJ, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Gary. Yeah, we're definitely doing the dance all right, and we'll get that straightened out once we get all of our settings all matched up. And I think that will solve the problem. Well, very good, my friend. Thank you very much for checking in and chiming in. And tell Deb that we said hi, and tell her thank you for all her work on amateur radio and helping you out on running some nets too. So that's terrific. So thank you very much for checking in. Always great to see you. Yes, I owe you lunch. we got to do our lunch thing. Sounds great. All right. Continuing on with Rancho Cucamonga, let's bring back Tom for an official check-in. WB6HYH, KC6JPG. Tom, come on in.
Okay, I'll try to not hold the mic so close. See how that audio goes. Let's see. I really haven't been able to do too much with ham radio lately. I've been had some family obligations, some house projects in the way here lately, and besides my tower broke. That's been a few months ago, but haven't got it fixed yet. Did take down the tri-bander, the Mosley 10, 15, 20 meter beam, and got it all cleaned up and everything, and actually turning it into from a TA33 to a CL33. That's a classic 3-band antenna. Slightly better gain, little more spacing. And I'm also going to be adding a 12 and 17 meter element to it before it goes back up. But that's down right now, so I haven't been doing much HF. I haven't done any HF communications for about 3 months now, I think. And about the only thing I've been active with is ATV. Thank goodness for that. And those antennas are still up there. All my VHF, UHF, microwave antennas are up and working well. And trying to keep the hawks off of the little antennas. They seem to like the highest antenna I have up is the one they land on here all the time. So since the big beam and tower's down, they are always on top of my little beams. Although those antennas are about the same height as my crank up tower in the back of the garage there, but we're going to try to get that fixed here pretty soon. As soon as I finish a couple more house projects here and get that done, get my tri-bander back up there, and it'll actually be a 5-band beam once I get it back up. Get the tower fixed. The cable broke on it, so I got to run new cable for it, and I'm going to put a new thrust bearing on it while it's down. But that's my projects I hope to do within the next month or so, and be able to get back on the air on HF. But it's fun doing ATV and a little bit of VHF now and then, but that's about it. So other than that, I don't have anything else to say at the moment. Trying to finish up a few other things here, get things straightened up, get back more into ham radio. It's been kind of slow lately. Yeah, I don't like that. I always liked doing, there's contests, special events, things like that I like getting involved with. So anyhow, but actually my primary obligation right now, though, is ATV. As president, I'm hoping to get a few more things going here, and like I said, we're continually growing here, slowly but surely. Like to make it a little faster and get more activity and more interest going here. So we'll see if we can start heading that up again here real soon, getting things going. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Roland. And thanks for doing the net. You do an outstanding job all the time. Good to see you out there every Tuesday night. So with that, we'll say 73s to all, and I'll catch you next week. This is WB6HYH, Rancho Cucamonga.
WB6HYH, KC6JBG. Very good, my friend. Thank you, Tom, for checking in. And wow, yes, like I said, we're looking forward and getting together and adding more adding more events. And of course, as a matter of fact, I was talking with Joe. He runs the auxiliary communications net serving Rancho Cucamonga and Upland, and he wants an ATV demonstration. So he's going to give me a choice of dates, and hopefully we'll be able to bring the Blue Beast out there once again, and we can do the demonstration. And since their meetings are at Tuesday evenings at 7 o'clock, we can definitely run a net there during their meeting. That'll be really fun. Thank you very much, Tom. And of course, like I said, everyone has a piece of it in regards to net control. Gary, thank you for helping me out. And of course, Mike has helped me out a couple of times. So we definitely enjoy it. We definitely love bringing everyone together on our Tuesday evenings, Thursdays with Jim's Net, Sundays with our bit buddies in Arizona. And, of course, now we have an overseas international net. That's right, on Saturdays here at 3 o'clock p.m., our time, Pacific Daylight Time, and that's with Tony, VK7AX, with the Tasmania group. So that is absolutely fun. They are a great group. And that's on Saturdays, our Saturdays. Very good, Tom. Thank you very much for chiming in. Anyone else on Santiago Peak that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net? Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, we go to Joe's Peak. Let's see if Mike is out there. WA6SVT, KC6JPG. Mike, you there tonight? Yeah, sometimes it's very unusual for Mike not being here on a net. So he must be out there, out there doing some work. So very, very good. Well, Mike, we're missing you. You got it, my friend. Anyone on Job's Peak that'd like to check in, come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. So we'll give it a shot. Santa Barbara check-ins come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control. All right, last call for any station on the RF side that'd like to check in with the Amateur Television Network, including Mount Potosi. Come in at this time. And as a matter of fact, we do have our Mount Potosi representative here. We got Dennis, KA7HQP, located in Vegas. So, Dennis, there you go, my friend. And it's great to see you tonight, my friend. And how's it going with you? KC6JPG, net control.
Oh, good. I'm starting on a project. I've got years and years of publications from the NAB for everything from Microwave Journal to NASA text briefs, and we got electronic design, aerospace and defense, military. Yeah, military magazines that they send out to the public. All these magazines, and so far I've been letting all these magazines lapse, so I haven't renewed them, but I still have a library, a huge library that I'm presently sorting out and packing away. They're great reference material. They're a great a place to get graphics if you need any type of pictures, because they have such neat pictures from I've got GPS World over there too, and so there's a lot of information and all that stuff, but I don't need it at hand anymore. And I did get my National Association of Broadcasters badge Sunday, so they still are accepting applications to get your badges, and I do have codes available that so it doesn't have to cost you anything if you want to be an exhibitor. The interesting thing is on the NAB show, it's April 14th through the 17th. The amateur radio operators reception is Tuesday, April 16th. You do need a badge to get in, but those guys give away a lot of neat stuff. And you see all the broadcasters that they're all ham operators. A lot of the engineers are ham operators, and they all like to hang out together at that for those 2 hours. And then when that closes down, everybody runs. So it's really kind of neat how everybody shows up, and then when it's over, after all the gifts are given away, everybody leaves real fast. Of course, the food's gone too at that time as well. All right, that's all I got. Like I said, just sorting through magazines and a lot of technology in print, and it's just going to be boxed up and labeled, and I don't know if I'll ever see it again, but at some point I'll probably be getting rid of it. I may give it to a club, so maybe they can reference some of this stuff, because there's a Radio World, and there's broadcast radio stuff, broadcast television stuff, all sorts of neat information. But yeah, fun stuff. All right, back to you on the net. This is Dennis K7HQP. Back to you, Roland.
KA7HQP, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Dennis. So that's awesome that you're working on projects. I love it. And of course, with your reel-to-reel, I have to show this. I got a project to do. I got basically reel-to-reel to digital that I got to do a thing. And of course, one of these days I will bring my reel-to-reel up here because I got to do some work on it. So, like my reel-to-reel meet your reel-to-reel. You got that. Very good, Dennis. Thank you very, very much for checking in. All right. One last call for any stations out there, including Mount Potosi, that like to check in with the Amateur Television Network's The Weekly Net. Come in at this time. KC6JPG, Net Control. All right, we go to our chapter stations from around the country and around the world. And starting it off right now, we got a dual. That's right, a dual check-in. We got Danielle, KC1 TTM, and Sebastian, our net controller in training. Hey, Danielle, it's great to see you tonight. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good, pretty good. We had a fun time at the mall today. We played arcade games and stuff and ran around the mall with a couple of other little boys that are about his age, and he was running in circles around them because they weren't quite running. So, yeah, that was fun. But say hello. Don't put my necklace in your mouth. Say hello. Say hi. Say hello. Hi, everybody. I'm also teaching.
Hi, Sebastian. Look at you, cutie. You're on television. You're on the air to everywhere. Yay!
Well, there we are. We're on TV. I'm also teaching a class on ham radio to younger kids in high school, which I find to be awesome because I'm expanding young minds and hopefully we'll get them to really commit to this communication.
Well, that is absolutely terrific, Danielle. And of course, our young generation, our new generation, definitely want to get involved with amateur radio, and of course, amateur television, all things. Because, like I said, you're seeing a movement of all things digital, so it's really, really cool. Well, thank you and Sebastian for checking in.
Say bye. Say bye-bye.
And
thank you.
You're ready to take your test. You are a technician in training right now.
Oh, that's right. I'm also going for my extra class, hopefully this coming weekend.
That's great. Yeah. Well, we'll be definitely cheering you on. You bet. All of us on the Amateur Television Network and, of course, amateur radio in general, we are going to cheer you on, and I know you will do it. So it sounds great. Someone's having a lot of fun.
He's in a great mood.
He's in a fantastic mood. I'll tell you. This is terrific. So, Danielle, thank you very, very much for checking in with us. This is terrific. All right, continuing with our Massachusetts station, we're going to go to Stephen, KC1 LPZ. Stevens, great to see you tonight.
Oh, it's great to be on here. You know, this is the one net that doesn't interfere with our other nets and other activities because it's so late for us in the East Coast. So I don't have any conflicts. I had 3 different events going on at the same time, which only allowed me to attend one. That was the EOC meeting in Marlborough. We were putting together shelters, a big shelter over in the fire station. And I got to say, our team of guys, we worked together very well. It was totally extemporaneous. Things just got built, put together. We got the stuff out of the truck and out of storage. It just went smoothly. It was nice. I mean, I gotta say, I was getting tired from moving stuff with my back, but it was fun. And have no complaints about that. The MMRA has a meeting tomorrow, the Minuteman Repeater Association, and we usually have, when we have our regular membership meeting, we have that dual, both on Zoom and live. This time it's at the Natick Science and Tech Center, and before we go there, a few of us eat dinner together, which is kind of fun, and we kind of plan out things that we want to do. we're actually working with the Coast Guard Auxiliary to augment and expand their net. Their net is actually pretty expansive already along the East Coast, all the way up to Maine to Rhode Island. So I'm not sure, but I guess with all the repeaters we have, we can help in expanding it a little further inward. And let's see, what else are we doing there? We got our Quincy repeater back up online. So we're about 19 repeaters, not counting the New Hampshire network. So we're working hard getting that going. And one of the things I also want to do, like Danielle was saying, we're planning and working on attracting and keeping new hams active. And one thing I want to see happen is that it doesn't fall into the lap of just one or two individuals in our club. I want to see it's everyone's responsibility, and I'm going to try and make that point very, very clear that I don't want to see any one person getting burnt out from all that, because it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time to produce some videos to help people in programming their radios. We're trying to do some of the basic things, so put together stuff. And if it looks good, I'm going to certainly share it with other clubs and certainly with the amateur television network. Anything that'll help attract and keep the less active hams going is always a good thing for all of us. That's all I have to say. KC1 LPZ, back over to the net.
KC1 LPZ, KC6 JPG, you are doing an absolutely great thing, you and Danielle, attracting our new hams, new generation. And this new generation that we're experiencing is a Zoom, video conferencing, video streaming thing. You attract them to here on our Whereby system, guess what? It's like the same thing, but they're on the air, okay? And so we can actually Elmer them into bigger and better things. You better believe it. And that's what it's all about. So Stephen, Danielle, Sebastian, yes, you are the role model of Massachusetts. We say rah. Yes, we're going to do the same thing here in California. Wolf's going to do the same thing in Florida. Maynard's going to do the same thing in New York. You got it. And of course, Joel, he's going to do the same thing in Tucson. And Lee up in Phoenix. You got it. In the Arizona world. You got it. And of course, Ron also in Florida. He's going to do his full thing too. There he is. You got that right, my friend. You got that right, Ron. We're going to check you in a moment, my friend. You got it. Oh, very good. All right. Well, thank you very, very much, Stephen, Danielle, and Sebastian. You guys are just simply rock stars. Excellent. And now we're going to go to New York. You got it. And that's where the angel of the amateur television network resides. And that's our buddy Manny into MJF. Manny, great to see you tonight. What's happening, my friend?
Well, it's good to see everybody. I'm broadcasting live from the Big Apple, but it's actually the Big Straight Jacket. And yes, I do look like an angel, don't I? Yeah, I see Danielle is having fun with Sebastian. That little guy is just fun and laughing, smiling away. Future ham radio operator. Also, when you train these young guys about ham radio, let them know about ATV and the benefits of ham radio. Well, there's a natural disaster. We're the only ones that have communication when the grid goes out. It looks like net one, first net, whatever their name is, at AT&T, when every time a hurricane or natural disaster comes out, yeah, the system gets all blown out. The trucks are completely burnt out. It happened in Maui and it happened in Puerto Rico. You cannot replace ham radio. I mean, it's nothing like a good old smoking ham. I mean, a good transmitting ham.
Sebastian's just doing a habit.
Gotcha. Kaboom.
Bull's head ham. Oh, I'm thinking about food already. It's too late. But,
Never too late for food.
Never too late for food. Exactly, Keith.
See you next Sunday.
That scares me.
See, I told you he's the
Sebastian, give
protector
that
of the
mom
amateur
work for her money.
radio,
Good
net,
Lord.
you know, amateur television network airwaves. You got it. He's there for us. You got it.
And he's awake too.
He is awake.
a
Oh, he's awake all the
handful, I
time.
can see that.
He's guarding us 24/7.
Yeah, don't bring us say,
Yes, he
state
is.
your business. If
Manuel's
You're
always
making
Well,
Sebastian just
guarding us.
cracking up right now.
The guardian angels, Manuel.
I love this. I love this.
scare anybody away from the net.
Can't stay away from the net. That's right. Manny, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. Thank you very, very much for checking in with us. Man, you're keeping New York alive. I love it with amateur radio and amateur television. Great stuff. Great stuff. We're going to North Carolina. Then that's where our buddy John is at, AF7PA in Mooresville. John, great to see you tonight, my friend. What's going on in Mooresville, my friend? Take it away.
Well, I was going to try and liven it up, but I don't know if I can follow that act or not. Anyway, it's 46 over here. I'm just down the road from Manny. About, I don't know, 13 hours maybe. That isn't far. Big straight jacket. My. Well, I'm still working on the truck. As you know, I've got a small problem with antennas where I live with these tall trees and living in a ditch. I think I figured out a way out of the hole. I got that big pickup, and if I was to drill a few holes in the top, I bet I could plug them up with some sticks. And I might be able to get back on HF. We'll have to see how that works out. Anyway, so far, I'm getting my exercise. I went out with the girls to square dancing tonight, and they took very good care of me and sent me home. So here I am. And but we get next week off because of religious goings on in the church. And I have to go the week after, so I'll probably forget everything I've already learned, and I have to start over again.
Nah, it's like riding a bike, John. Once you learn, you never forget it.
Well, maybe I got them fooled so far. I was able.
You crack me up,
help,
buddy.
help
I mean,
out
look
a
at
couple
you.
guys over. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was helping a couple of fellas over in Mesa. They're having a little trouble understanding how they can use a VPN and still be on the net in Mesa, Arizona, even though I'm sitting here talking to them. So I have to use one monitor and share it with the other monitor so they can see their own screen. And I think they're kind of getting to the idea that that's going to work when they go home to Minneapolis. So if not, I'll have to help them live because my brother's up there, and I'll probably be up there about the time they go home. Being snowbirds, they go in April, somewhere between the 1st and the 15th. So anyway, that's what's going on in beautiful downtown Mooresville, North Carolina. AF7PA, back to net.
AF7PA, KC6JPG. Well, very good, John. Thank you so much for checking in with us on the net. And I'll tell you, like I said, once you learn square dancing and once you are just having a lot of fun, it's magic. It's total magic, my friend. Very, very good. And thanks for helping. Hey, thanks for helping up the amateur that with the VPN. So that's great stuff because we're, more than likely that we're going to be using VPNs to protect ourselves. So it's crucial. So you got it. It's just part of that cybersecurity protection that we need to do. So John, thank you so much for checking in with us. Rockstar you are. All right, going to Florida, and that's where our buddy Wolf is at, KV4ATV, over there in Panama City. So Wolf, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. What's going on with you?
Hello, Roland and the group. I got a little bit of weather news and stuff. I've been covering some areas. I was very surprised that the Boise and Caldwell, Idaho area outdid us today. We had a high out here of 66. Caldwell had 70. Tacoma 61. Let's see, Libby 66. And currently they have, let's see, Caldwell 61, Tacoma 62, and Libby is 52. So I've been working on that. I'm also now working on 5 states with amateur television network. I've got Florida. I'm working with Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and Idaho. So I've got 5 states that I am working on trying to bring into the system all at the same time. And all I can tell you is trying to take on a multi-test like this is absolutely. So anyhow, I just got that spill out. Anyhow,
He does it very well, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, Manny, you're going to have to send me a straight jacket one of these days. You know, we're kind of in the straight jacket
You
club.
do have a nice place called Bellevue.
Anyway, we might need to keep an extra one on reserve and stuff for Ron KK4YZE because he may need one soon also. So anyway,
I worked that place.
Oh yeah. Anyhow, yeah, and let's see, WV4 ICU Dave. I just talked to him on the phone down here in South Florida. He's going to try to make it in. He may or may not. You know, he's kind of hit and miss and stuff like a Papa Johnny tractor. So that's about what I've been doing down here. We've also got something new coming in that I've been working with. There's us here in Florida. There is, let's see, Boulder, Colorado, and now Southern California, which is LA, San Diego. And we're really starting to get a lot of the laser communications up and running. And we've done a new one that I've got interest in. I'm quite sure people are familiar with the grand streams. Those things are analog to digital for running your PBX telephone. And I did something kind of crazy. I turned around and I hooked my my AP1 between my Kenwood TS450S up, and we did our first successful PBX phone patch off of an RF over, and instead of piping into the regular telephone system, we piped it into our Arden Mesh PBX system. So we've got that up and running. And I have one tech question for anybody that can tell me. I had somebody donate me some second or third hand-me-down cameras, and something popped up in the box, and I am not sure what it is. Maybe Roland, Rod, Mike Collis, Gary, anybody can tell me what in the world this thing is. If y'all can see it.
Looks like some kind of sensor or something. Okay, well that's audio, and that's audio.
So is this a microphone or?
Well, does it have any kind of printing on the back of what it is? It looks like some kind of a camera.
Yes. But white is normally audio. Yellow is video. So I'm
well, no, not necessarily. If you buy it in China, then you never know what color you're going to get.
It could be pink or purple. Who knows? But it's got a hole in the back, a hole in the front. It's got a plugged up hole in the bottom.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's actually power. So
this?
No. Go back to your your jacks. Now look inside the red jack. Does it look like a coaxial fitting?
No, this is power.
That's power. That's right. And the white is probably a video source, either a video source or an audio source. It could be a microphone or it could be a video camera. So my suggestion, plug it in and see if it works.
My question
It's
is,
a video.
It's a what? A video?
It could be a video camera or a microphone. So what I suggest is find an analog monitor, plug in that white jack into, and put a video cable, RCA or an RCA cable, plug it into a monitor, see if it's actually a video camera. If it's not, then it's probably a microphone of some sort. So
yeah, I got plenty of those around, but usually your white is your right channel, your red is your left channel, and yellow is video on that side of the house. So
right, but you know what? In this case, we got to figure out what it is. So if it's video, you'll see a picture. If it's audio, you'll hear sound. So if it doesn't work on one side, check on the other. You only got two. You only have two choices. So
yeah, this is
plug away. Dennis will help you.
Yeah, we will flip a coin on this one, but the one thing of it is, I'm not sure if that's 5 volt, 10 volt, 12 volt.
Yeah, use a voltometer and verify the wire map first. Then it'll give you an idea what it's
exactly. Exactly. You can find out just by usually have some kind of an imprint on it, or take a picture of it and do a Google search on it, a Google photo search, and see if it will come up with the device, and see if you can actually map out what the input voltage is. If you can break into the unit, usually it'll print it on the PCB board.
Google Lens. Google Lens, LENS. That's the application to use.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing of it is, I want to make sure of, because I don't want to destroy the case. It's been molded or sealed together or crazy glued, who knows what. But I thought I had a step forward, and now I am back to again. Anyway, sorry about that. Those things do just pop up randomly. That's one of my little pet peeves and stuff. So, anyhow.
Get a voltmeter and do a wire map first.
Exactly. Do a wire map first. Find out what the resistance, what the circuit is, and you can easily find out.
Shine a light in a front hole. See if it reflects back as a lens or a microphone. You should be able to tell by looking at it when you shine a light in the front hole.
Okay. What I thought about doing is hooking up to the red wire first and putting like about 8 volts on that thing, and hooking up the white one and putting up to my oscilloscope, my spectrum analyzer, and trying to talk into it. And if that doesn't do it, or thumping on it, then I turn around and put something in front of it and see if I get any waveform on my spectrum analyzer or my oscilloscope, and try to figure it out that way.
All right, so Wolf, you got homework to do. So on next week's net, we're going to find out what is that device. So
really.
Have fun. You got yourself a mission.
Yeah, and what do you think about the PBX and stuff, running and stuff now on the Arden Mesh on phone patch, and me trying to get 5 states up and running on our ham radio side by myself all at the same time?
Well, do that thing that you just did. Thank you very much. That's what happens when we experiment, right, Dennis?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got a loose wire here too.
Oh man! And see, look at this. We got the handoff. Sebastian's now with Grandpa. Danielle's like, "Yep, he's got him. He's got him."
And my station up there, my pedal wall learner, Chris over there, being a
good luck, Grandpa.
Yeah, Chris is up there working on something. She's being a nitwit tonight, knitting. Sorry about that. I know I'm going to pay for that comment, but hey, that's ATN for you.
That's ATN for you.
Yep, I'm in trouble already.
Thank you. All right. Well, if you got yourself some homework to do, so we'll find out what that device is. More than likely, it's a video camera. So that's my
okay.
feeling.
Well, I better turn this over to KK4YZE.
Well, we're going to turn it over right now to KK4YZE. Exactly. So guess what? It's time to check in Ron, KK4YZE, also in Panama City. And Ron, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. And how's it going with you tonight? And I'll tell you, we're all going and all that.
I think I'm going to start doing that too. There's the Tourette's, I think I have now.
Sebastian's trying to figure out how Mom got in that little box.
Might be.
He's looking at the screen, very intense.
Cold this morning. It was 41 degrees here at 5:30, and it warmed up into the mid 60s. So it was. Wolf says below 40. It was 41 on my phone, so yeah, it was probably lower than 41 in his area. He's just a few miles away.
40.
Yeah, clap.
Anywho. I have a friend up in Pennsylvania, and she said it was snowing up there. So, and she was also from Massachusetts. Everybody's trying to entertain the little lad there.
Most definitely, because he is our future. We have to entertain that little lad because you know what they say. A smile goes a long way, and laughter is the best medicine, especially with us here on the Amateur Television Network, where everyone's going to have some medicine tonight.
Yep, I've already had mine. So anyway, back to y'all on the net. Hope you have a great week. KK4YZE, check it in. Check it out.
KK4YZE, KC6JPG. Ron, you're a rock star. Thank you very much for all that you do. Thank you for your service. Thank you very much for keeping Wolf sane and healthy. Yeah, 40 degrees. Exactly. He's got 41. He's got 40. I guess Wolf's location, QTH, is colder than yours. Must be. All right. Well, there's our Florida stations right there. Okay. That's just too funny. All right. We're going to Arizona now, and we're going to check in our buddy Joel, KD6W. But he's somewhere in California, according to the chart. And flip your screen to landscape, bud, so we can give you the TV mode. You got it. So you got Joel, KD6W, KC6JPG. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. This is Joel, KD6W, still plagued with browser interface problems, so it's blocking my camera, so I have to use my phone. Sorry about this, but the good news is we have our repeater up and running at Mount Lemon, so this is the 445-225 machine. Can you hear it? That's it. So the antenna is very low level. It's not very high up, but it's on the air, so that way we don't have to worry about the the coordination bodies and the guys that want to chase it down for having an active repeater on the air. The TV repeater is coming along. The design is pretty much getting nailed down. We're not completed with the. Oh, what the heck! I can take you down and I can show you. So the weather here today was absolutely gorgeous again. We love the weather here. And then my sister-in-law is here. Hi, girls. So they're in there having their good time. Basically, we're doing a bunch of work around the house as the girls are spending their time together because they have to catch up. You know, it's the sisters have all this stuff to talk about. So hopefully the connection hangs in here and we'll get some light turned on.
So far, so good, Joel. You're doing good. Oh, there
so
you
this
go.
is the 10-watt amp. That's the Q-tone decoder. You can see I've got a TV picture and some test patterns. This is the 440 receiver. I don't know if you can see any of that, but this is the quad DVB-S receiver. This is the test pattern generator. This is going to be the switching module. It's got 4 switching relays. This is the 8 VSB modulator. This is the 150 watt Comark television transmitter for the 8 VSB on UHF. And then there's a patch panel down here for jack in external audio. I don't know if it's going to stay there. Then down below that is the this is the DVB-S modulator. This is the up converter to take it up to 1.2 gig. This is the 4-channel SDHD encoder, and this is the repeater for UHF plus the filters. The other filters for the TV repeater are sitting over here behind me. I haven't had time to get everything wired up. The back is a mess, but and then last but not least, down at the bottom is the 100-watt amp for 1.2 gigs. So almost everything's in the rack. I'm missing a few little details, but I may have to sacrifice 1 or 2 panels. I still have a little space under the repeater, but not much room. I'm looking for the place where I'm going to put the 2.4 gig receiver. I'm on the hunt for a 5.6 gig receiver. And then the 1.2 gig FM I already have. So that way we can take inputs from IC 905s. But so right now we're set up to take inputs on 440 analog, 1.2 gig digital. Then we'll have the FM inputs for 1.2, 2.4, and 5.6. Wow. So we're going to have a pretty extensive system. It's a work in progress. There's just the FM repeaters up and running because that was the first and most important thing to get that going. I did speak with Henry the other day. He's the guy at the site we're trying to get sited, and he is working with a company that's got a crane and a man lift bucket, and he's got the Roan 55G tower sections to put up. And so we're hopeful that all that work will commence in about a month's time because they need some of the snow to finish melting on the top of the mountain. But that's the kind of the status from Tucson. Back to you, Roland. This is Joel, KD6W in Tucson.
KD6W, KC6JPG. Joel, you've been busy, and it is looking really great. So great job. I mean, I love the aesthetics on the rack. You did a really fantastic job dressing that up. So keep up the great work, my friend. We're looking forward to using it. So terrific job. Thank you so much. Continuing on with the Arizona group, and we're going to go to the neck control of the Arizona group, and that is our buddy Lee, K0CCU. In Glendale, Arizona. Lee, it's great to see you tonight, my friend. What's going on with you tonight?
Well, it's a nice, balmy 63 degrees over here. A little cloudy, but had been windy earlier, but it's kind of died down right now, and it's not too bad. Not a whole lot. I was working on a switch here that automatically turns my lights on and off on the back patio, and it died a couple of days ago, and I was trying to figure out how to make it work, and did a little bit on that and found out how to reset it, factory reset, and then start all over, and I got it working now. So I just need to take it out there and plug it back in and plug the lights on. I usually have them come on at sunset and off at about 11 o'clock, something like that. So got that working. And I was able to get up on the DMR with the Red Cross this afternoon. I had a switch on the right channel this time. For many of you, last night I spent with Roland trying to get into the net on DMR net last night. It's been about an hour and a half going all over my radio trying to figure out why it wasn't working right, only to discover towards the end that I had it on the wrong channel. So as far as you taking grabbed your beard there, Wolf, sometimes we also do silly things and forget to check the channel. Anyway, got that working anyway. So that's about all I got, Roland. So back to you, KC6JPG, K0CCU in Glendale, Arizona.
K0CCU, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Lee. Thank you so much for checking in with us tonight. It was great to hear from you on DMR as well once we heard you on DMR radio. So, yay! See, another successful DMR contact. You got it. So thank you, Lee, for that. All right, going to Mesa, Arizona. That's where our buddy Rod is at, WB9 KMO. Rod, how you doing tonight?
Hello, doing pretty well. I just tipped my camera over here. There we go, looking up in the sky. Yeah, I'm using my phone here too. I found out my desktop kind of ran out of disk space. It only has 237 gigs in it. And I've got a 1 terabyte drive that I can pop in there, but it's not a quick pop. It's going to take a while. So anyway, so I resort to this. And Joel, that equipment looks fantastic. Really looking forward to getting some of that on the air. I'm going to try to hit your FM repeater from here. Might have a fighting chance, actually. We'll see how it works out. And the white tank repeater continues to work pretty well. We've got to boost the power just a little on it. But with an outside antenna here, I can hear it okay. With the small antenna inside from 55 miles away, it doesn't work well. It doesn't work well with an HT, but that's a little bit too far to go for an HT. So everything's shaping up here. I've got some equipment I'm working on for TV and so on too. So hope to have that 5712 return link going within a week. And that will open up all kinds of possibilities. And Roland, incidentally, I mentioned to SVT again that I'm just not getting the 5910 here, and you two guys need to work together to figure out what's going on and get that sent down my way. It sounds like you see something, but you get a black raster, not video. And so just work it out with Mike and magically make that appear, because once that's here and the 5.7 link is working, we will have real-time video direct from Southern California into the Phoenix metro area. And then when we can, we'll figure out how to link that down into Tucson as well. So lots of good things happening. It must be just about springtime, a lot of spring cleaning going on. That's all I've got for now. I'll be hanging around. This is Rod, WB9KMO, East Mesa, Thunder Mountain.
No, WB9KMO, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Rod, and thanks for checking in with us. And yeah, the Cerrivo's not in Mike's garage, is actually downstairs in the basement racks, so he's not looking at it all the time. And the streamer's running, but for some weird reason, it's definitely showing a black raster, which means that it's on the air and streaming something, but we have to figure out why it's a black raster. So... yeah, like I said, I've been looking for a small 5.9 dish that I can put on the top of my pole, and that way I can, since that tree is gone, I got line of sight to Santiago, and I can receive 5.9 perfectly. And so, but I need I use John's dish as my my 905 receive, which is an excellent dish. Thank you, John. But I definitely need something smaller with a little bit of less wind footprint, quote unquote. Because of the high winds we got 90-mile-an-hour winds here a couple of days ago. It was, or gusts of 90 miles an hour here. So it was nuts around here. We had trees blown over. It had a big branch that fell down on the greenbelt, and a lot of trees have been blown down around here in the Rancho Cucamonga area. So it's been crazy around here. So Rod, thank you once again for checking in, and thanks for all the great work, my friend. Terrific. And it's great to see you on last night on the DMR net as well. All right, well, let's go ahead and make our way to California this time. And this is where our buddy Joe is at, N6BFG. Joe, why don't you go ahead and grow your screen? We'd love to check you in tonight on our ATN net. And let's see if we can check you in. Yeah, and let's see here. There you are. Okay, N6BFG, KC6JPG. Joe, are you with us tonight? Here, Q5, my friend. Go ahead.
Awesome. There we go. Trying to turn my video up. My Wi-Fi isn't the best right now. But funny enough, I'm actually I'm not in California right now. I'm over here in Djibouti. So don't let the beard fool you. I'm actually deployed right now. So yeah, I was just sending a couple emails out. I should be home in a few weeks and looking into getting into the amateur television. So. Just thought I'd do a quick check-in and say hi to everybody and meet some faces.
Well, N6BFG, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Joe. Well, thanks for checking in with us, and thank you for your service, my friend. And well, I got some great news to share.
Be safe.
And exactly, be safe, my friend. Be safe, and we're thinking about you. And my son is a first lieutenant in the Marine Corps, and I just got news that my youngest son just got accepted into the Air Force. So this has been absolutely terrific. So very, very good, Joe. Thank you once again for your service. And be safe out there, and we'll be thinking about you. And, of course, when you come back home, yes, definitely come on board on amateur television and be us with the group. We definitely got lots of people around here that have served, and we definitely appreciate them very, very much. Thank you, Joe, very, very much for serving with us. We're going to go across the lake, across the big pond of Atlantic Ocean going south, and that's where our buddy Tony is at, VK7AX in Ulverstone. And Tony, grow your screen, my friend, so we can check you in if you're around. And how you doing tonight, or how you doing today, my friend? And we'd love to see you. KC6JPG Net Control.
Oh, there you go.
No audio.
Okay, you guys, get the signs out.
I cannot hear.
There's always one in every amateur television network net. Tony, no audio. Come on back. There you are.
There he is.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't have my microphone on, but too many things to mute. As I was saying, you just caught me nicely rolling on the hop. I was about to head off for our afternoon coffee. I thought the gang will still be on when I get back, so I would have called in then. Nothing else to report from yesterday from the net. We've had a little bit of rain yesterday. We haven't had any for a week, so that was welcome. Not a lot, but a little bit's better than nothing. And temperature at the moment's about 16 degrees Celsius, sunny day, and the weather's cooled down a bit. Other than that, not much more to report. So I'll pop it back, and I might be on the round robin a bit later on if I'm back from being in town. Good to see everybody. Everything's working quite nicely. We'll say cheers for the moment. Back to you, Roland. KC6 JPG, VK7AX in Australia.
VK7AX, KC6JPG. Well, very good, Tony. Like I said, always great to see you and great to hear from you on DMRnet last night. And rock star you are, and your group is growing and definitely loving it and love participating on Saturdays. So thank you very much for all that you do with with the Tasmania group. Terrific job. I love it. We're going to Northern California. And you know what that means. We're at the Anchorman himself, and he is the net control of the Mount Diablo Amateur Television Society's net, and that's our buddy Jim, K6SOE. Jim, is that cat going to be TD tonight?
Well, good evening, Roland on the net. I have to say that, I'm being attacked on the floor by one of the cats, but what can I say? That's what I get for only having my socks on. Anyway.
You're preventing him from being TD. He wants to control the switcher again.
Well, there's room right here on the desk, but I don't see anybody here in the neighborhood, so I guess it's just me tonight.
He wants attention.
Anyway, not too much new around here. It was 75 degrees today, blue sky, and we're supposed to have a little bit of rain this weekend, but this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., I'm going to be out at a high school in Stockton here doing a STEM show and tell. So I'll have people on and off the repeater during the day. I may, depending on Wi-Fi, I might have Whereby hooked up. But from there, tune in to BATC to W6CXATV and see what's going on. Other than that, not too much else that I can say that's new here. Oh, the cat just ran in the room here, but under the desk. So I'll send it back to you, Roland. We'll see everybody on the round table after a while. K6S stuck in a bird.
Stuck in the bird. K6SOE, KC6JPG. Very good, Jim. We're definitely loving the crew that you have, my friend, in the shack and control room of the W6CX Mount Diablo net studios there. I love it. So great job, Jim. And don't forget, Thursday evening, 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. That's where Jim and his friends are all together for the W6CX Mount Diablo net. It is a terrific net, and we definitely appreciate the gang and Jim for running the show over there as well. And, of course, don't forget, leave on Sundays, each and every Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Daylight Time and Mountain Standard Time, where they have the W7ATN Arizona net each and every Sunday as well. All right. Well, that is our official check-ins as we have it. All right. We're going back to RF. And any station that on the RF side, that like them have late check-ins, missed check-ins, any visitors that like to check in with the Amateur Television Networks, the weekly net, come in at this time. KC6JPG, net control.
In here every week that you have kind of skipped over.
Need a call sign, need a call sign, need a call sign, call signs.
KV4 ATV speaking.
I was waiting for somebody, and I just realized the bow tie was still in effect. That was kind of funny. Anyway, but we want to check in a special guest. That's Chris. And Chris, it's great to see you on here tonight. We're going to give you an Elmer check-in here. And Chris, what do you think about what do you think about our group this week? Chris, to you.
Yeah, it's been fairly nice for the last 3 or 4 days. We've had a lot of sun. The temps are warming up, so spring is definitely on the way. We hit 72 today.
Oh, lucky.
Well, very, very good. That's awesome. You're 72. That's a nice, pleasant day.
Yeah, it was. I opened my door, which made my cat happy. He likes to see outside.
Well, for 72 degrees, it'll make Jim's cats happy, too. Right, Jim?
But,
you're getting all thumbs up from the group, that's for sure. We love that.
So, that's nice. I missed the snow, but that's okay. I'll wait for another year.
Hi.
Oh, look at this. We got Sebastian. Look at this. He's our rock star. Look at this.
Hello. Hi, Seb.
Hello,
Hi,
Sebastian.
Hi.
You're our net control and training. I mean, this kid's ready to take over right now. Give him the microphone and he'll shine.
All right. Just talk. What can you say?
Say, hi, Rojo.
So anyway, I've started and
See, it works every time. Say, hi, Rojo.
I'm knitting it's a different.
Wow.
I love this. See, he's got the smile. They both got the smile.
It's not charity. It's a prayer shawl.
You can't help not loving this. You cannot help this. All right. Well, no Don Wilbanks tonight, but he'll be back next week for a new installment of Amateur Radio Newsline. And we're going to go ahead and any last-minute check-ins or last-minute comments before we close the formal portion of our net. What a net tonight. 9:06 for a little bit of overtime, but all worth it. I mean, we had a full group, 20 people in the room tonight. This is awesome. All right. Any late check-ins or any last-minute comments before we close? KC6JPG, net control. All right. Well, this has been what a terrific net tonight. I'll tell you. And of course, we appreciate Joe checking in as well from serving. And thank you for checking in taking the time off to check in with us. We appreciate your service. And of course, we appreciate each and everyone's service with the armed forces. Thank you very much for you guys for serving as well. I'm Roland KC6JPG saying without you, there would not be a net. We really, really appreciate you guys each and every time that you come out here each and every Tuesday evening. Don't forget, you can watch the replay of this terrific and wacky show. Yeah, exactly. On YouTube, youtube.com/Amateur Television Network. You can also watch it on Facebook. It's going to be printed on Facebook on our ATN channel. You got it. Facebook.com/Amateur Television Network. Join us on our Whereby group right now. We're going to be starting the after party right now, the Afternet, as we call it, the ATN Roundtable on whereby.com/ATN1. Oh, what a great place to be. You got that right. Don't forget DMR Radio 3196. You want to communicate voice from all around the world. You got it. It is our worldwide path to the Amateur Television Network on DMR 3196, Brandmeister 224 TGIF. And, of course, our website, www.atn-tv.com for all kinds of information. On the boards of Bob Mimic, without you, there would not be a net. And we appreciate each and every one of you for participating tonight. And at 9:08 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the Amateur Television Network's formal portion of the net is officially closed. Repeaters are now returned for their normal use. Take care. See you on Whereby. KC6JPG, clear.